All right, guys, welcome back to another video. This time we're back to Origins. We've been on Mini-Mates for quite a while. Before we get going, let's hit the like and subscribe button. Remember to check out some of my playlists for Master. If you're only here for Master of the Universe Origins, check out some of those playlists. I got the reviews, and I got just plain old toy photography all separated out. But yeah, there's plenty there. But yeah, hit the like and subscribe button, and then in the description of the video is my link to my Instagram and Facebook pages. Check that out for all my photography. But otherwise, guys, let's get back to this video. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while. As you can see in the title of the video, the absolute worst figure of of Motu Origins, of Master of the Universe Origins. This figure's always bothered me. Just the way they built it, they kind of underserved him compared to everybody else. But just to be clear, this is Battlecat. Battlecat is the absolute worst figure out of the Masters of the Universe Origins line. And most of it is just the hinges. The hinges on the ankles take so much away from this figure when posing him. I actually think I got it to work pretty good for this picture with his leaping through the air. But there's other positions I would like to get him in. I've always wanted to get him holding one of the evil warriors down or something with his paws. But the fact that his tips of his toes would be pointing in the air was a pretty big turnoff for this figure. But like I said, I think this picture actually turned out really good. I'm actually pretty proud of this for a group shot of, the good guys of the Masters. This turned out pretty good, and the paws aren't screwing it up. But yeah, and he's one of the earliest figures. We had him like right away, and they just really skimped out just on those ankles. His hips need a little bit more range too, but there's a little bit of range there. But the ankles of this thing just absolutely drive me insane. Otherwise he's fine. Like the fact that his mouth opens, his jaw moves, his head turns and moves up and down. Like there's all sorts of good stuff about this figure. But it's just those ankles, and it takes everything away. Like even, I know a lot of guys don't like the action features, or don't like the fact that the action features are missing. I just love that. I'm glad that they didn't add those in, because it takes away from the articulation of the figure. This one, I suppose, if you really look at this figure, if you look at the original, it was one solid piece of plastic. There was no hinges on that thing. The original Stridor is the same thing. Like all four of those legs were stuck in a pose, and they were stuck solid. There was no moving those legs. So it's a huge upside to this. I'm glad. I'm glad we at least they made him, I guess. But they definitely could improve upon him, and that's like my number one most wanted redo is this Battlecat. But this week we got all these announcements come out for Origins in the cartoon line and the Turtles line, and one of the bright spots is Cringer and Prince Adam. Let's actually look at that image real quick. So here's Adam and Cringer. Yeah, Cringer looks amazing. Adam, it's just another redo of the same, I guess it's in the new body from the animated line, the cartoon line. But, this Cringer, he has way more posability. His ankles twist, so that's another reason. I didn't really want to come out with a video that ripped on the Origins line too much just because I liked it. But the fact that we have this new Cringer on the way with articulating ankles, I hope that we get a new Battlecat with articulating ankles. I personally am not touching anything, wasn't touching anything from the cartoon line. I've collected the vintage. I'm actually looking forward to it finally coming to an end. I will have to do some crossover because I really want this Cringer. We're not going to get that in the vintage line. Clawful is so different in the vintage line than he is in the cartoon line. That's an absolute must. There's all sorts of stuff that I just feel like I probably will end up grabbing just because it's different from the vintage line. And I'm saying I'm not going to buy him, but I could see myself just seeing him on discount and picking him up one at a time and not taking him as seriously as I do the vintage line. I mean, it feels really nice to be almost done collecting a toy line and then all of a sudden it kind of starts all over from the beginning with the cartoon line. Because honestly, if these two started up, I could see myself going to the cartoon line first, just because they look so good. You know, like it's just it's a hard decision to make, like to pass on them, especially when I just really absolutely am in love with this line, and the cost on it's pretty good. But yeah, we have, hopefully this means we got Battlecat. I'm sure it means we got Battlecat coming. Hopefully they don't skimp out and not give us articulated ankles. That would fix this figure 100%. Yeah, I guess I don't have much else to say about it. I just wanted to mostly criticize the one thing that they never should have skimped out on, and then kind of, be happy that it's, probably in the works right now. Who knows? The mold's probably done. It is Battlecat. It's a pretty big deal. So. But otherwise, I think we're going to go to my setup photos. You guys who've been around for a while have seen all my setup videos. That's what all my other videos are for Masters of the Universe. It's all what I was thinking when I did these pictures, what I did with them, how I got the poses and the way that I got them. And we'll just go over that real quick here. So, yeah, let's go to that. And before we get into this setup video, why don't you guys just leave a comment on which your least favorite Masters of the Universe Origins figure is. Mine actually, next to Battlecat, I would probably go with the Snake Man Army Builder set, because the green or the red one, they give us this army set of rebuild or repaints, and two of the figures are like repaints of each other. Like, there's no reason with all the different heads they had and all the different pieces that they had that they should have given us that red and green our army builder with all the same pieces, which I guess personally I kit bash mine to where they're not the same exact, and I can actually go out and buy another set, and I'll have more. I haven't gotten around to buying a second set, but a second set is definitely in my future for those that snake builders, just to kit bash and make different, so I have an even bigger snake army than we already have. But yeah, you guys, tell me which ones that you just can't stand. Maybe if you think I'm wrong on Battlecat, let me know. I can almost guarantee that there is another better one coming. So anyways, back to this setup picture. We basically just started out with Battlecat in a cool pose. I tied his tail down to this rock so he could be up on his hind legs, and then He-Man kind of got added in there. Originally he was supposed to be attacking like some Horde figures, or else some Horde characters, or else just Snake Man or something like that. I ended up throwing He-Man in there, and then the picture just kind of blew up into this team shot of the closest masters, the main masters in there. That's kind of why I went with character choice. Sometimes I'll pick the more obscure characters just to make sure they get their limelight. But this one I basically went with the most popular ones. So, or the main ones, the closest ones to He-Man. You got to have Tila and Fisto and Man-at-Arms in there. And they're absolute must. Orko's missing from this, I guess. But yeah, it turned out to be a really cool shot. Yeah, anyways, guys, hit the like and subscribe button. Check out the description of my video from Instagram and Facebook page for all my Masters toy photography. Check out some of my other playlists, the reviews and setup videos. A lot of interesting stuff there. Otherwise, guys, we will see you at the next video. Bye now.